Hola, hola, buenas noches. Thank you for visiting my virtual curriculum night. My name is Beth East, and I'm a Spanish teacher here at Rochester High School. And you're probably stopping in to see my video because I have your kid in my class this year. So I'm just going to tell you, I won't keep you long, just tell you a little bit about my background. Many of you already know me because I've had your kids in previous years, but I'm excited about the upcoming school year. It's great to be back in person and on a normal schedule. And I have a lot of motivated kids. I have a dream schedule of Spanish 5 AP and Spanish 4s all day long. So that hasn't happened in about 20 years, and it's absolutely lovely. Anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, tell you a little bit about our plan for this year. And like I said, a little bit about myself and how to contact me, and then you can be on your way. So good evening. Buenas noches. Go ahead and share the screen. Okay. Let's pull up sorry about the delay here. Okay. Move this out of the way and present. Okay. So like I said, my name is Beth East. I go by Ms. Beth East. My educational background, I have a Bachelor of Arts in Teaching Spanish and English from Eastern. I went on to do my master's in bilingual bicultural education at Wayne State. And when I was there, I finished, I did an internship at the University of Granada in Spain. I've been traveling back and forth to Spain for the past 20 years, and I have taken 20 trips there, some with students and many without. Anyhow, my work, I've had all kinds of jobs leading up to being a teacher as I put myself through school, but this is my 28th year at Rochester High School, and I absolutely love it still. I've always felt very fortunate for the families that I work with. The kids have been wonderful and supportive parents and colleagues, and just I've had a great run so far. So I feel very fortunate. I've taught all levels of Spanish, and I even taught English back in the day, but just like I said, now upper level Spanish. I'm also the district Spanish teacher leader, and I am a part-time instructor at Oakland University in the winter semesters. I teach foreign language methods to up and coming teachers. So that's pretty fun because I get to share with them some things that actually work in the classroom, not just theory, but actually things put in practice. So I am in my classroom now recording. You can kind of see I have a beautiful mural on the wall. The kids like to look at it. It's kind of a beach scene. It's really tiny right now, but you'll see it when I get back to just me. Okay. Personal life, just a little bit about me. I have a longtime partner, Manny, 15 years. He's also a teacher in high school at a different district, and he teaches APUSH and AP Gov. And we spent a lot of time at our little cabin in the woods, about 2 hours north of here. It was my family cabin, and after my dad passed away, I bought it and renovated it, and now it's like my favorite place to be. So it was a labor of love, and it definitely paid off. It's a special place. So nothing special, just tiny. I wish it is special, but just tiny and cozy and just perfect for me. We also have a tiny dog named Stella. She's our 5-pound Shorkie, and she's 11 years old and just a bundle of energy and love. And she comes to school sometimes. So a lot of your kids already know Stella and have known her for quite a while. She's a sweet little girl. And then this is just a photo that represents my love for travel and culture. I've been to over 30 countries, many Spanish speaking and many not, but I do love to share my stories and cultural information and experiences with the kids. And I've actually created units built around my travel experiences and cultural things I wouldn't have learned by just Googling or even in a textbook. So it's pretty fun. This picture is actually taken in front of the church, the cathedral in Santiago, Spain. And it's named after St. James, and there's a long story there, but the kids learn all about it this year in Spanish 4, and they're actually gonna, they'll see the movie. It's called The Way, and that's what kind of inspired me to make this journey. So we did a pilgrimage across the north of Spain. It's about 500 miles. It's 1,000 years old. The King and Queen of Spain did it, and many popes have done it, and many famous people. And we did about 200 miles on bike, which doesn't sound that hard, but in the mountains it was. Anyhow, the shell is representative of that journey. And yeah, it was great. We were pilgrims for about a week. Okay, moving on to what are we doing this year? Our goal, as always, in Spanish is communication. In any language, it should be the goal. Okay, and we focus on 3 things, 3 types of skills that are used constantly to develop fluency in class. We have interpretive, which is like reading and listening and viewing. So the kids interpret the language and process it. Interpersonal is having conversations with each other, maybe even writing emails back and forth. And then presentational is where they may submit an essay, they present information to me, or they get up and speak in front of the class and present information in front of everyone. We just finished presentations, actually. They spoke in Spanish all about lo que me importa más que nada, which means what matters to me more than anything. And I saw lots of pictures of family and pets and cabins and favorite places and art and music and sports and all those good things. So it was pretty nice to learn about your kiddos. All right, and then basically each unit, I try to combine the three things and tie them in together so that they make sense to the kids and that they're used in more of an authentic way. Okay, so they have thematic vocabulary. It could be about maybe city life versus urban life, or it could be about the work world, or it could be about global challenges, okay? And then grammar concepts that naturally kind of fit in there. And there's always culture embedded as well. So they're presented and then connected and used authentic context. And by implementing a more holistic approach, the kids do deepen their understanding and make connections to real life applications. And we're all the time that we're doing this, building fluency, using all the new words and terms and grammar structures that we're learning, and cultural information. Okay, and technology. One positive aspect of the pandemic, though one, is that most educators have learned to use a multitude of new technological tools to enhance their curriculum. So although we're back in class together, many of the tech tools that we learned are still being utilized now to improve instruction and classroom activities. It's interesting. I've really been able to continue to use a multitude of the tools that I learned in remote teaching. So all kids have access to their devices in class. They're able to use a variety of sites. We use Google Classroom, where I post all assignments, I post information or videos. Kids submit all their work. They also can contact me via Google Classroom, if not email. We use Edpuzzle for viewing and interpreting authentic videos, and maybe have questions that go along. GoFormative is our digital language lab right now, so the kids can listen and speak, record their speaking. I do quizzes on there. And Jamboard, we brainstorm as a class, and little sticky notes kind of fly up on my board from their devices. Newsela, we read current articles from around the world in Spanish. And then there's some other things that they can use for practicing and making flashcards, et cetera, et cetera. And that is pretty much it. You can contact me if you need to communicate with me at any time. Feel free to email me at either address, and I will get back with you within 24 hours. So if you send an email after hours, I'll make sure I get back to you the next working day. And if you need to call, my information is here, 248-726-5567. Again, thank you for all your support, and thank you for joining me this evening virtually. And I hope that we have a great year. I'm really looking forward to working with your kids and just having a really good year together. So, hasta luego.